Okay, so we are back with the next question in the group, and or the next comment, and it's from Sarah, and a different Sarah, and it says, she basically says that she has been struggling with her physical image, and because her ex, made fun of her so much, and it's been 11 years, and she still worries about it. There was a lot of stuff that I held on to for 11 years. Like, so I understand, the impact of it staying for that long. The first thing I want to say is I would highly suggest quantum healing hypnosis technique. It's not what it sounds like. It's not, I mean, when you go under hypnosis, it's not like where you just like your eyes roll back and you don't know what you're saying and stuff like that. It's not like that. In the movies it is, but in real life it's not. I did it for the first time a few days ago, and I feel like a new person. It was Monday. Today's Thursday. I did it Monday, the 27th or whatever, of 28th, and I feel fantastic. I feel fantastic. We did cord cutting in the session, but she took me through like past life experiences and things like that, and we saw how I was like repeating the patterns with people in my present life. And if you're into that kind of thing, I'm telling you, it just solved so much. It really did, because I had things that I have held on to for that same amount of time, if not longer. Because what happened was I posted a few days, like a couple weeks ago, I posted, and I was talking about that dream I had about still being in the Army, still trying to outrun them, still trying to get away. And then finally towards the end of the dream, I was on the top of some building, and I thought, I'm going to have to jump off this roof and just die because I can't get away from these people. Now, I haven't been in the Army for 13 years, and I'm still having dreams where I think I have to kill myself to get away from them. So after I had that dream, this woman, Julia, she commented and said, as a quantum healing practitioner, I would highly suggest, if you get it from me or someone else, fine, but I would highly suggest you go under hypnosis for this and just weed that out, because you shouldn't still be worrying about this after 13 years. I said, you know what, yeah. Well, I messaged her, and I set up an appointment with her right away, and I couldn't wait, because like I just wanted to see what would happen. And she was fantastic, and it was like an hour and a half session or so, but it was great. And that wasn't even one of her longer sessions. I think her longer ones are like 2 hours or something, or maybe longer, I'm not sure. But she was fantastic. So if you want, if you're into that kind of thing, or if you're willing to try new things, I would suggest that. And I'm gonna, I don't know if I can tag her, because I don't know if she's in the group, but I'll try it, or I'll put her website on there. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna give you her website now. But she's great. But I would suggest that, because that is a fear that needs to be uprooted, because you don't deserve to carry that around. You just don't deserve it. And you deserve peace, and you deserve to be able to love your body, and you deserve to be able to appreciate the things that it's done, and the things it's been through, that it survived, and things it's been put through that it still got through for you, and just like, because you've done so well, and you've come so far, and you've been through some things, and you've gotten through all of that, and all the times that you had sleepless nights and you were crying, or times when you needed rest and you couldn't get any rest because you had to do stuff, and or you had to work a lot or whatever, all that shit that you've been through, and your body was like, okay, we're gonna do it, and you got through it. You got through it. So there's nothing to hate there, because it's gotten you through so much, and it's okay to appreciate it, and think highly of it, and to thank your body, and be kind to it. You know what I mean? Because it's done so much for you. Here she is. I'm gonna give you her link right now. But anyway. In fact, she writes like a little mini article about each session she does, and I'm going to send you what she wrote about me, so that way you can really see what I'm talking about. Because she's just great. So let me do this. Oops, there it is. because there's stuff that you can hold on to. And when I was talking to her, I was worrying about my son's father hunting me down, which is not going to happen for a million reasons. But it's not. It's just not going to. But the fear is always there. And I've worried about that. I've worried about the army, and another boyfriend I had that was really bad. And I don't have to worry about him hunting me down so much, but just like the anguish from some of the stuff he did just was lingering. And no matter what my intellectual mind and what my logic told me, it didn't matter, because I was still worrying about him. I was still worrying about all that shit, like coming up. It was still like coming up in my dreams and in my subconscious or whatever. And sometimes, you can't work with logic for all of that. Sometimes you just have to go in there, spiritually and energetically, and just root it out. Oops. Okay. So I replied to you, and I whoops, I hope that there it goes. Okay. So I replied to you and I said, I'm making a video response for you now, but check this lady's link. And I put her link in there. And that's the article she wrote about me. And you can go to her main page, set up an appointment. I mean, yeah, a thing with her. Because I think that would help, and if you can't do that, if you can't do that, ask yourself why the ex's opinion still matters when you're in the present, and why we're still listening to him, and what does he know, what could he possibly know about your body and what it's done and what it's gotten you through, because he doesn't understand any of that and never will, because he's stupid. So we need to say, you know what, that guy doesn't even have anything. He has nothing to do with what's going on right now. Just because he was wanting control over you and was wanting to try to shame you in whatever way possible, and he picked the one thing that men have trained women to hate about themselves, and he picked that, to fall back on, because he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, he knew what he was doing when it came to controlling and being cruel to you. He knew what he was doing in that respect, but he doesn't know what he's doing in life, and he doesn't know what he's doing with interpersonal relationships. So his only way of maintaining anything is just to lie and manipulate and control and exude cruel shit to people, because he doesn't know how to be normal. So he's the loser in this situation. He's the actual real loser, not you, because he's sitting there being a dumbass, and you're growing and expanding, and you're exploring these feelings. So you're going to be the one who wins, because you're learning about yourself, and he's not. He's just sitting there being dumb. So it's whatever. But you have potential, and you have to look at the things that your body does that is good, and the things that it's done for you. And if you have children, of course, obviously you thank your body for that, and show it some gratitude, and be grateful to it for, and not like a forced gratitude. It doesn't have to be that way. A lot of people, a lot of enlightened folks these days talk about you have to show gratitude or else, and that's not it. There's no rules for this. Let it come naturally, but just practice a little bit with just little things here and there. Like if you want to eat something healthy to help yourself out, prepare something healthy, and while you're preparing the healthy food, tell yourself, I'm doing this because I've got respect for my body, and I'm going to show it some love and return some of the love and the help that it's given me over the years. I'm going to return it by eating this healthy food. And you can do that, and start little with that, with things like that, baby steps, and build on that. Some people will laugh at that and be like, no, that's stupid, but I don't really care, because I've done that and it works. It works, so I don't care. You want to do that? Do that. Just return some of that love to it, because it's taken care of you over the years, and it's been there for you, and it's gotten you through things. Even when it wanted to shut down, it didn't, and here you are, and it's gotten you this far. So show it a little bit of compassion and thanks for what it has done, and just start with that. And if you've got children, you can say, well, you know, I put to use my ultimate power and created life and had these children. What's better than that? I'll give you the short answer. It's nothing. Nothing's better than that. That is the ultimate thing in this world, is to create a baby and push it out. That is the ultimate thing in this world. Period. Period. There's nothing that can be done or be created that would trump that. Nothing. And they hate us for it because they can't do it. They hate our power. Period. So, but you will always have that. You'll always have that. Even if you can't have children or you don't have children, the fact that you still carry the void within you, the void is there. The void of creation is still there. Even if there's nothing going on there right now, it doesn't matter. It's still there. You're still the portal. You're still the portal. And between this world and the next. So, I mean, it's whatever. Even if you had to have a hysterectomy and have it all taken out, you're still a portal, because you just are. Because that's what the woman is. Among a million other things, it's one of the things that she is a portal. And people don't fuck with portals because you don't know what's going to happen. So we have a lot of power. We've been taught that we don't because it's helpful to someone else. But you actually have a lot of power, and your body is a huge part of that. And you can do other things like connect with your body, like do things that feel good to it. If you want to try yoga, if you want to try dancing, if you want to snuggle up with something soft, snuggle up with the dog or something, you know, take a good salt bath, get your heating pad and put it on your back or something and relax and watch some TV. Put some good lotion on, some good luxurious, you know, body butter or something like that. Do a face treatment. Put some good lotion on your hands if your hands are feeling dry. Scrub your feet and put some lotion on. You know, whatever. Anything that'll make you feel good with your body. You know, anything that makes you feel like you're doing something good for it or helping it in some way. Any of that is good to help you just reconnect with it and appreciate it. And be okay with where you are, and be okay with where you are. If you want to lose weight, you know, you can. There's a million things you can do. You probably have to go to your doctor, maybe have like a thyroid test or something to see, you know, or a blood test to see like where you are, and they can probably tell you, you know, after that. And a lot of people talk about hormones too, especially with women. You know, our hormones keep us from losing weight, but you can do if you want to start simple. You know, of course, you can go for a walk, do like low intensity exercise videos or whatever. I suck at exercising. I'm not good at keeping that up. I'm really not good at that. I'm more artistic and I have to dance. So I do belly dance and I do yoga. I've tried Pilates. It's good, but it will wear you out. You know, it just depends on what you feel like doing. But start, you know, doing little things just here and there just to make you feel good in the body that you have now, and you can start working towards you know, having the body you want. And that there's a ton of ways to do that. So, but start little and let yourself see what you can accomplish, and then you build on that. You know, you don't have to give yourself some like seemingly impossible goal or whatever. I don't believe in impossible goals. I don't like that because that's limiting. But you know, to keep it simple, you know, don't be hard on yourself and do something that is really going to wear you out when you're not at that level yet. Because there's stuff that some of that advanced Pilates I was trying to do, I was like, oh my god, I'm not that good. I'd have to, you know, I'm not that good. So I knew my limits. But you know, you start small and just thank your body for what it's done. Put a little bit of love into it. Every day, you just do one or two little moves to establish that connection between you and your body, and you just build on that. But you definitely deserve to appreciate what you have and to love what you have, and to, you know, treat it good and benefit from it and shit like that. You deserve that. So don't listen to anybody who's just there to control you and say, oh, well, you know, you're just fat. Blah, blah, blah. Men put that on us constantly because they can't think of anything else. Like they don't really relate to us. So they can't say real shit. They just say stuff like that. So you'll hear a lot of, well, you're just fat, nobody fucking wants you anyway. Or what's quickly becoming my personal favorite, you're gonna die alone with your fucking cats. And I'm at a point now where I'd be perfectly fine with that. I'm definitely not getting married again because I can't fucking stand it. But I don't want to live with anybody either. Like, I don't want to clean up after you until I die. And I just don't want to do that. So I'm probably not going to be doing that again. Because I can't fucking stand it. But that's all that they have to pull from. That's their arsenal. And that's it. So it's like, that's not even a real statement. Like, and if one of them says, "Oh, you're just fat," if you want, do what some other women are doing and just say, "Fuck yeah, I'm fat," and bitch, and just be like, "Yeah, what about it? What about it?" And and do that. If you want, try it. Next time somebody tries to insult you, just say, "Yeah, and," because it doesn't have to hurt you. I know that sounds, but there's a million ways to go about it, and there's a million solutions. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. You could even say, "Yeah, and still turn around and eat your salad." So, so what? Like, the fuck what they say. They're so angry at us because we have a lot of spiritual power that they probably could have some of that if they would get their act together, but that's not part of the agenda. So that's not what's going to happen. But not anytime soon anyway, unless like aliens come down and start teaching them how to do stuff. I don't know. But that's probably what it would take. I'm not sure. But you have a lot of power within you, and your body is a huge part of that, and especially being in the feminine. That has everything to do with appreciating your body and appreciating what it does and appreciating its ultimate job and its ultimate power, which cannot be trumped by anything or anybody. No invention on this planet, no discovery, no amount of money that is printed, nothing is going to be as satisfying, as powerful, as touching, and as deep and as impactful as holding your baby that you pushed out. Nothing's going to trump that. If you have that, because you are a portal that does things like that, nothing that any fucking man says, "Well, you're just fat," and shit. Half the time, a woman's body holds on to the fat because it's preparing for any kind of chance of starvation in case you do get pregnant again, and it's like, oh, well, we got to hold on to some fat cells just in case. So it's doing that. It's wanting to do that anyway. So being big is not necessarily a grievous sin, because it's science trying to make sure that you survive. It's probably some old holdover from some caveman stuff. I don't know. But that's one of the reasons, that it's harder for us to lose weight, is because our hormones are saying, no, because there might be another baby in here, and we gotta, so there's a million reasons. So there's no reason to feel bad for it. It's just science. And curvy is in anyway, so fuck them. The starving 1970s look is out, and it's probably going to be out forever. I doubt that's going to come back. It's just, that's no way to live. My mom was telling me one time that she was sitting at the lunch table in high school, and there was a girl who really wasn't eating, and the girl was sitting next to her boyfriend, and the boyfriend was a football player, and he was eating a salad, which in itself is weird, but anyway, so he was eating the salad, and the girl was watching every bite go to his mouth, every single bite of that salad. Well, salad doesn't make you big. It never could. But that girl deprived herself of of some fucking greens because she was afraid of getting fat, and sat there and her mouth was probably watering like a bulldog. She was sitting there watching him, eat that salad. And it's just like, that's so sad. You know, that's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? So I think that little lifestyle has probably seen its last. I really do. I mean, I was that thin. I didn't stop. I mean, I ate, you know, I ate normally. I didn't eat in big portions like I did later on, you know. I've got more money now, so it's like I eat more now. But I mean, you know, when I was younger, when I was a teenager, we had food, you know, it wasn't like that. But I mean, after Dad died, we didn't have any money, and like I was thin because I couldn't afford. I didn't have any money, but after that, you know, now that since I've been doing the coaching, that has changed, and I'm eating, you know, all kinds of shit. So it's like, it's whatever, fuck it. But I'm never gonna be 120 pounds again. I just don't care. I just fuck it. Just so don't feel bad. I don't want you to feel bad. But there are a million reasons to love your body and to be grateful to it and to show it respect and show it some love and return some of that love and hard work that it's given you. And I don't mean that in a you should humble yourself, you should be ashamed of blah blah blah, because some people use that, the being humble thing, like humble yourself, they use it, they'll tie it in with guilt, you know, and that's not what I'm doing. I don't mean that. I just mean very like just like very matter of factly, you know, just show it back some love that it's shown you. End. You know what I mean? Just keep it simple like that. Don't be guilty about it. You don't have to. It's not about that. It's just do it. You know what I mean? And then leave it at that. You see what I mean? Keep it simple. And build on that shit. And you'll get there. You want to do a little bit of yoga? You only want to do 5 minutes? You only want to do 10 minutes? Just do that. You go for a 10-minute walk, and then just do that. You don't have to wear yourself out. You know what I'm saying? I'd go for a walk, but I can't because it's 70 degrees and it's too hot for me. I don't like... what the fuck? I don't like... 70 or above. I can't stand that shit. I don't like it. So for the next 8 months, it's gonna be too hot for me to go outside because it doesn't cool down here in Alabama until like fucking Thanksgiving. So I'm fucked. But anyway, so I hope that helps. You know, you deserve to go easy on yourself and to appreciate yourself and appreciate your body and what it has done and its power. And you know, there is that much more to love about you. So we're gonna leave it at that, okay? And you try some of that stuff I said and let me know how it goes. All right, thanks.